At the beginning of the year, many of you will remember when Opium began dissing Yeat for no apparent reason, in particular their producer Lil 88, who was the main instigator in this situation, sending out multiple tweets calling out Yeat, saying things such as, "He is Eminem with autotune and reverb," with Lone and Ken supporting these shots at Yeat by liking Lil 88's tweets, with the Opium trio not only going after Yeat but also one of his producers, Tragic, as Lil 88 would share DMs stemming from the March of 2024, 1 month before the Twitter warfare, with it looking like something happened behind the scenes between the two groups. Now, when this entire thing first began, Yeat stayed silent and didn't respond to anything they said, which is to be expected from him as he has never really entertained drama throughout his career. However, it seems like Yeat has finally had enough, as recently he has been sending shots back at the Opium Collective. So on the 23rd of September, Yeat would post on his Lifestyle Corp Instagram account announcing that he will be dropping his project Lifestyle in October, saying, "October we style." Now under this post, one of Yeat's most renowned producers, Benny X, would comment a bunch of pumpkin emojis, suggesting that the project will be dropping late October around Halloween. Now shortly after this, Carson would take to Twitter to remind everyone that he himself is also dropping around that period, as he would tweet a pumpkin emoji too, just like Benny X. Now it seems like Ken was trying to do what they did earlier in that year, split the fan bases so they argue on social media who's going to drop their better album, and also try to instigate a beef so their albums get more attention, as Ken's tweet did look like he was trying to take the attention off Yeat, kind of like a, "Hey, I'm dropping on Halloween too, forget about Yeat." Now, just a couple of weeks after this situation, Carson's burner Twitter account would be actually discovered by fans, with it having the username Get Off My Blick, which you can actually go search up yourself on Twitter and see Carson reply to tweets about himself in the third person, which I think is quite funny. Now, on this Twitter account, Ken would comment under a post about the two dropping on the same day, where he said, "He won't drop same day, that boy's scared," suggesting that Yeat won't drop his album on Halloween, as he's worried that he'll be overshadowed by Ken. And I think this just shows us that Ken himself has an issue with Yeat, as before we weren't really sure because it was just Lil 88 sending out dumb tweets. Whereas, Yeat and Ken, they've had actual collabs in the past, so people were thinking, maybe they're still cool and it's just Lil 88 spazzing out on Twitter, but yeah, it doesn't seem like it's that. Now, even with all this Twitter talk about who fans are going to listen to first and which artist is going to drop their better album, well, it would really be all for nothing, as Yeat would end up dropping a week before Halloween on the 18th of October, dropping his project Lifestyle. Now, Yeat has never been an artist that has really got himself into beefs, let alone diss people on his songs. I mean, just look at this current situation with Opium. They've been calling him out for months and he hasn't said a thing, and then also his sidekick September's Rich. We haven't heard Yeat speak on the matter once. However, on his most recent album, on the song Eliminate, Yeat says the line, "Yeah, we got the 5 on the run." Now, if you didn't know, 5 is something Bloods use to identify themselves, standing for a 5-pointed star, which is their primary symbol, with Carti and Opium affiliating themselves with the Bloods, with the 5 also potentially standing for the 5 members of the Opium Collective. You have also probably heard Carti mention the 5 on many songs without realizing. On Stop Breathing from Holler Red, Carti says the line, "I'm hanging with the Pyrus, hanging with the 5s," with that entire song really him being talking about his supposed street life. Or on the recently released All Red, where Carti says the lines, "All red, I stay with the 5s." Which actually, off topic, I find quite funny, as in an interview he did in 2017, Carti said himself he doesn't gangbang or do any of that street stuff.
"I like the party, I like the party."
Carti likes to move in like a group of 10, 8 women, three dudes. He's a superstar,
I'm a young pretty nigga, gang bang, I don't do none of that street shit. I'm a pop star. I'm in here to stay. Keep that street shit over there.
He has on sandals.
$1,000 sandals.
How times change, I guess, as now Carti's entire persona is some sort of street hood dude. Anyway, so with Yeat saying he's got the 5 on the run, this could be a diss at Carti and his crew, as he's basically saying they're scared of him. But Eliminate wouldn't be the only song Yeat supposedly dissed Opium on, as the opening song of the project, Geek Time, apparently being an entire diss track towards them. In the song, Yeat says the line, "I don't hit the 5, I hit the 10, again, which could be Yeat saying he's not only going after the 5 Opium members but after their entire crew. And also, this entire song is basically Yeat saying he's better than his competition. You ain't compared to us, you get bread or what? Worst off? Yeah, we want to see you worst off. Now honestly, these lines could be seen as either sly shots at Opium or just generic disses that could really be at anyone. However, I don't think that is actually the case. You see, on this album, Yeat features his longtime friend, Summrs, who is pretty much the only person that he is still friends with from the beginning of his career, as the two basically came up together in 2021. Now if you didn't know, Summrs actually has a beef with Opium's Homicide gang after they jumped him at the Boxfest show in the November of 2023, after they had a disagreement on stage where, you know, he would be jumped, they even robbed his chain, and they also ripped his dreads out, which Summrs actually got the support of the underground after this, because obviously he was jumped by like 20 dudes, yet he would post himself on his Instagram story after saying, you know, he's got no bruises or scratches, and then he bought like a new 100k chain like the day after, and he would even drop a diss track after. Now this could actually be another reason Opium began going after Yeat. I think this actually is the sole reason, as of course he is friends with Summrs, who of course had a literal fight with Homicide. Now on their song Go to Work from Lifestyle, Summrs supposedly sent shots at the 2 Atlanta rappers, trying to catch his ass at the show Okay We Booked Him, with Summrs basically saying he's going to pull up to one of Homicide Gang's shows and get revenge, with Yeat and Summrs continuing to go after Homicide Gang, as on the same day Lifestyle was released, Yeat would make an Instagram post with a caption, I style, you style, we style, twat style, with Summrs commenting under this post, on God, laughing emoji. Now at first, you probably won't get the reference or how this is a diss. Well, in the May of 2024, Homicide Gang dropped their album I5, U5, We5, which is obviously the same style of Yeat's Instagram caption, which can be seen as him mocking their album, especially with the fact that Summrs commented under the post which Yeat pinned. I think it's clear what their intention was. Now this actually led to many fans believing that this entire war between Opium and Yeat was actually caused due to Summrs and Homicide Gang. A fan said on Reddit, I really think it's because of Summrs versus Homicide Gang and not Lil ATA. All that came after the Summrs situation, and we know Yeat was effing with Summrs, so this makes sense. Even though acts nonchalant, he be picking politics. Everyone does. Lil 88 just seems like the first person to speak about it, that's why Ken and Lone liked his tweet. Now that could definitely be a reason, especially with how close Yeat and Summrs are, but that to me doesn't explain why Lil 88 and Tragic were going at it in DMs earlier this year, unless Lil 88 was just trying to start drama with everyone affiliated with Yeat. Now just a day after the release of Lifestyle and the slide This Is Our Opium, Yeat would weirdly, unlike Ken Carson's A Great Chaos announcement on Instagram, which is definitely very petty, and I don't even know how fans noticed that. But this didn't stop Ken from being as petty, as after Yeat filled in for Carti due to him cancelling his Abu Dhabi wireless performance, Ken began liking comments of fans hating on Yeat's set. For example, Ken liked a comment that said, I did not enjoy Yeat's set, which again is very unnecessary. Overall, really showing us how pointless this beef is. It seems like it all started after Homicide Gang jumped Summrs at Boxfest back in the November of 2023, which made everyone choose sides. Yeat stuck with Summrs, whilst Opium obviously sided with Homicide. Now I don't think this necessarily meant Opium had to start dissing Yeat on Twitter, as Lil 88 did in the beginning of 2024, who I actually think played a large part in all of this, as without him I really think half of this stuff wouldn't have even began. Lil 88 just wanted attention, and funnily enough, after acting like a 14-year-old high school girl on Twitter for the past couple months, he has quite literally become the most hated person in the underground community, which has led to him announcing his retirement from producing. And honestly, I can't blame him, because the way he is treated by the Opium fanbase is hilarious. I mean, just look at these replies. On God, the worst beat switch I've ever heard, die. I pray you get allegations. You tried your best and that's all that matters, little buddy. I really don't think they had to beef, and it's quite disappointing how basically over nothing we will now never hear a Yeat Opium collab ever again. I mean, I remember at the beginning of the year, fans thought that Carti and Yeat may actually have music on the way because they were staying at the same hotel, wearing the same fur jacket, and were at the same club together for, I think it was the Louis Vuitton fashion show. But yeah, obviously with all this beef, I don't think that's happening either. Funnily enough, there's actually a screenshot of Carti messaging Yeat back in like 2021, but I can't remember if that was actually real or not. I think what the worst part about all of this is how this has literally split the underground fan bases in half. Like every time there was a tweet or post made about the two, like for example, Ken performed at Rolling Loud last night, and all the blog pages were posting his performance of Sydney Sweeney, which looked absolutely nuts. But basically everyone in the comments was just like, Yeat could never, or it was Yeat's performance better. Basically, it's not only the artists going at each other, it's also the fans. And as much as I think this beef is silly, I must say it has worked out extremely well for Opium, because the momentum has completely shifted in their way. Like throughout 2021 to basically 2024, it was always Yeat that was recognized as the better and more popular artist. But after 2093, I think that opinion has completely shifted and people really prefer Ken Carson. I mean, Ken has doubled the daily Spotify streams to Yeat, which is obviously due to a great chaos and the deluxe being such a success. Whereas Yeat's lifestyle had pretty negative reception and sold pretty poorly from purely streaming. But honestly, that's a conversation for another day. Anyways, let me know what you guys think of this entire Opium Yeat beef. Is it petty? Is it for the unemployed? Or do you think Opium has a genuine issue with Yeat? Hope you guys enjoyed. Have a great day. Like, subscribe and comment, and I'll see you guys in the next one.